I'm starting to wonder if Arcade1up is actually missing out on a huge opportunity for them for their business. I mean, think about it. There's all these different companies out there that are in that arcade space that Arcade1up has never tried to compete in. But why not? Why not compete in this space? Let's talk about it. So check this out. You look at Arcade1up's website. They have all these variety of products. So they're not scared about trying out different things. Like, even they came out with this Polaroid thing. Like, what was it? It was huge. It was bigger than anyone thought it was going to be, because it's weird seeing this picture. It looks like it's small, but it's actually really a large item, right? They have these partycades. They have these countercades. They have these cocktail cabinets. And of course, they have their 3/4 scale cabinets, and they have a Pro line coming pretty soon next year. But what about Numskull? Like, why wouldn't they want to take on Numskull? Is the reason why because Arcade1up is not very good at doing these replica conditions? So they're like, these replica arcades, so they don't really want to compete with that. But, the countercade itself is really nice. I got this NBA Jam, and it's really cool, but it lacks features like HDMI out. Like, if you had an HDMI out, that would actually be really cool for these items that are smaller. Or maybe they could do that here when they get these smaller scale machines. Or what about the My Arcade? This is like their micro home arcade. Why doesn't Arcade1up do it? They have the license for Street Fighter. Or is there some type of exclusive where Arcade1up can't get into the micro space because My Arcade is already doing that? How does this all work? And what does this all mean? And why does anyone care? Look, Arcade1up kind of got into this whole small little HDMI console. These are available for like $40, and it's not horrible. They did a really poor job on this controller. Maybe they were trying to get to a certain price point, but the HDMI adapter inside it's got a system on a chip. It's doing the emulation pretty good for what it is for its price. It's not an NES on a chip. It's actually a little Linux box that's running some emulator on it, and it does it pretty okay. It's actually giving you a lot. It's not RCA and then upscaled to HDMI. It's actually HDMI directly from the SoC that's on it, so it's not completely horrible. So I do think they can get into something that's a smaller price or a different package and do an okay job. But this is what I really mean. The Sega Astro City, like, this is a small unit it has an HDMI out, has a small little joystick on it. You can kind of play on it. You can plug USB into the back to be able to play controllers on it. So it's really versatile. It's $100. What if they did something like this? Or what about the Neo Geo Mini Pro Player Pack? They have these different versions, international, and then they have the US version. But again, this is HDMI out. This has controller on it. You can actually play the games on the miniature version on it on a small screen, but you can also hook it up to a television to be able to play those arcade games on your TV as well. And Arcade1up is not in this space at all. Why not? Okay, maybe this is what I'm saying. Maybe I'm saying it is a countercade, but it has HDMI out. Hear me out. Think about it. A single control panel. The deck is not 2 players, but it's a game like NBA Jam, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Street Fighter. How about Street Fighter? But it's a single joystick with buttons just for 1 player. But if you do want to play 2-player, USB on the side, you could have 2 USB. You can plug it into your television. You're playing an arcade ROM on your television, maybe for $150. This could work. This could actually work. And what if it's also online? So then you can play Street Fighter against other people, but not have to spend $500 to get into it. Maybe this is something that you would buy and then get excited for the 3/4 scale. So if someone is on the fence about buying an Arcade1up for $500, $600, $700, they could test it out with a countercade on their television or 1 player. You don't have to have the extra control deck, and I think that could work. I really think that could work. So comment down below. Let me know what you think about this idea of a HDMI countercade, or maybe it's a Numskull ripoff, or maybe it's a My Arcade ripoff. I don't know what it is, but I think there's still opportunity in this space. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you guys in the next video.